What's up, everybody, and welcome to Read the Bible with me. I'm Stan, and today we're looking at chapter 1 of the book of Daniel. Thank you for joining the Bible Club today. We're going to be looking at chapter 1, and I'm excited to start this new book with you. It's a beautiful, classic, famous story that we're about to read here. So, Daniel was taken to Babylon. In the third year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came to Jerusalem and besieged it, took control of it. And the Lord gave Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand, with some of the vessels of the house of God, and he brought them to the land of Shinar, to the house of his God, and placed the vessels in the treasury of his God. Then the king commanded Ashpenaz, the chief eunuch, to bring some of the people of Israel, both of the royal family and of the nobility, youths without blemish, of good appearance, and skillful in all wisdom, endowed with knowledge, understanding, learning, and competent to stand in the king's palace, and to teach them the literature and language of the Chaldeans. The king assigned them a daily portion of the food that the king ate, and of the wine that he drank. They were to be educated for 3 years, and at the end of the time they were to stand before the king. Among these were Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah of the tribe of Judah. And the chief of the eunuchs gave them names. Daniel he called Belteshazzar. Hananiah he called Shadrach. Mishael he called Meshach. And Azariah he called Abednego. And so what's happening here, they've been captured. Now they're smart guys, good-looking smart guys that he put into education system of the Chaldean education system, and he had them educated, and he says, hey, you guys can eat what I can eat. Isn't that a privilege to eat what an emperor can eat? And so Daniel, verse 8, resolved that he would not defile himself with the king's food or with the wine that he drank. Therefore he asked the chief eunuchs to allow him not to defile himself. He says, I want to be faithful to God with my eating, with my culture. I don't want to be captured and have my culture stripped away from me. I want to keep the traditions of my God. And God gave Daniel favor and compassion in the sight of the chief eunuchs. And the chief of the eunuchs said to Daniel, I fear my lord the king, who assigned your food and your drink, for why should he see that you were in worse condition than the youths who are of your own age? So you would endanger my head with the king. Then Daniel said to the steward, whom the chief of the eunuchs had assigned over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, test your servants for 10 days. Let us be given vegetables to eat and water to drink. Then let our appearance and the appearance of the youths who eat the king's food be observed by you, and do with your servants according to what you see. So he can talk boldly like that because he's already asked the Lord to help him be faithful to the Lord. You want to see the hand of God move in your life? Ask God to help you be more faithful to his cause and his mission, and watch what he will do supernaturally in your life. I'm challenging right now. I'm challenging you to ask the Lord to help you be faithful in another area of your life to him, and watch him just move things around to make it so. At the end of the time, let's go to verse 17. As for these 4 youths, God gave them learning and skill in all literature and wisdom. And Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. Visions and dreams are very important. And he had the interpretation of them, which was a wonderful gift to have. At the end of the time, when the king had commanded that they should be brought in, the chief of the eunuchs brought them in before Nebuchadnezzar. And the king spoke with them, and among all of them, none was found like Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. They knew all of the literature. They knew everything they needed to know. Therefore, they stood before the king. And in every matter of wisdom and understanding about which the king inquired of them, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and enchanters that were in all his kingdom. And Daniel was there until the first year of King Cyrus. So they were above. They were cut above. They were above in their education. That's why I pray for even young adults that are Christians and teenagers that are Christians that are in college and in and school, I pray they be a cut above at their school. So people say, well, the reason they are so amazing students and learners and creators is because they're doing it for the glory of God or their God. They don't have to believe in our God, but they could at least acknowledge that there's something else going on there with them. That's what I pray for this generation. Well, thank you so much for reading the Bible with me. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be looking at chapter 2 of the book of Daniel. If you'd like to join us, become a Bible Club member, wave that white flag, you can go in the Instagram bio and subscribe there, or you can go in the YouTube description box below. God bless you. Peace.